It's Saturday. Welcome to another Breakfast with Birds. I don't have any adult pictures to take today, but we are kind of in the middle of a pee explosion. Well, an egg explosion anyway. And speaking of eggs, the one that was in here is now under him. So we did find out who the parents for that egg were. We worked out over the last videos that the mother was Danica. And then I remembered that Danica and Farthing had been taking turns treading each other the week prior to it being laid. So Farthing may actually be the father. Since those, Farthing has sweetly changed guard with her. Luxie has been grabbing Danica by the hair and throwing her out of the nest box. Luxie has apparently harassed both the actual parents off of setting the egg. So when I came in here to clean yesterday, excuse me, it's dusty. When I came in to clean the loft yesterday, the egg was by itself in the box. Nobody was sitting on it. Nobody sat on it for several minutes. When I checked it, it was no longer warm. So I put a fake there and I put it underneath Leonard, whose wife had just laid an egg. Leonard is currently on 3 eggs, both of his wife's and one of Danica's. I don't even know if it's fertile yet. If it is, and if all 3 of them are, then I'm going to have to do some baby juggling. MJ laid an egg the other day. So did Cookie. I don't know if you can see her from here. There she is. Suki laid an egg. And Sprinks finally laid her first egg. Congratulations to Sprinks. She's still in the uncomfortable position, so there will probably be another one to follow it in the next day or 2. They usually lay 24 to 36 hours after the first egg. Hi, Dio. Hi, Cookie. That probably isn't a girl, and it's too little to do anything with. Cricket likes him as owl types. Never mind that child is 7.5 weeks old. Quite handsome. Doesn't he look just like his dad? Hi, Betty. Okay, so back to the Farthing and Nika saga. For a few days, Farthing and Nika and Luxie all sat that egg as though they were in a polycule. Luxie has not been okay with this idea ever. She kind of wants Farthing all to herself. Farthing is a bisexual disaster. Literally anyone can tread him. He doesn't care what sex they are. He prefers cocks because he is very much a bottom and they top better. But he will take his turn on top of a hen if she gives him a turn first. And they went just that quick from courting to fighting over a nest box. Cocks be like that. Oh, here's our new guy, Ginger. Hey, buddy. Ginger is very bold and I like him very much. So, Ginger being a cock. Cookie, that isn't even your box. Just how dare Farthing be in it, I guess. That's her box with her husband and egg in it. Lord. Pookie is over there bothering Dodger. Dodger is not interested. Dodger doesn't feel good. Dodger and Alex suffered some neurological side effects from calcium deficiency in December. So I made a mistake with their medicine. In December, we came to realize that there was an outbreak of coccidia. And one of the meds that I use to treat that is Corid, Amprolium. And I remembered that Corid had a reaction with calcium, but not what it was. And generally speaking, lots of antibiotics have a reaction with calcium, that being that calcium blocks the absorption or function of the antibiotic. The long and short of it is calcium negates that antibiotic and makes it less effective. So you can't give calcium while you're giving those antibiotics. I made a mistake and thought that was also how Amprolium works. Amprolium works the opposite way. It blocks the absorption of calcium. So on Amprolium, extra calcium has to be given. You can see the line of it there in the food mesh that I always give them. But because I was thinking that there would be a bad reaction to it, I took it away for a week. And whereas being on Amprolium would have just made them, or Amprolium, sorry, I don't have the word in front of me and I'm not as familiar with it as Corid, which is the commercial name. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Chiffon. That's very sweet. But I took that away for the first week, and then God bless my patrons, there are a couple of biochemists on my Patreon and a veterinary pathologist who usually join me for things that we do on stream, like fecal tests and throat swabs. Ow! Hi, MJ. That was my entire face. Excuse me, Sap. She tried to land on my head and missed. And was flailing with her claws to get a grip from my forehead to my chin until she just lost her grip entirely and fell. Hi, Lucy. You're just glad to be here. Hello. But because they were without calcium at a crucial point, matter of fact, right when their eggs were hatching, their sad peeps went for the first week without any. Very, very deficient. This is their other peep, Dio, who is 1 day older than the sad mess here, Rio. Ferals in particular, pigeons in general, but ferals in particular, will focus most of their energy if they don't feel well on their first hatch. So Rio was both calcium deficient and just not fed as much as Dio. We actually had to take Rio in and hand feed him. He has been really struggling to catch up. And he's only just now big and well-fleshed enough that we can give him his first booster shots. Well, his initial vaccines. Boosters are the ones you give 3 weeks later. At 9 weeks old. Hey, Farthing. So that is the consequence that he is still suffering from that mistake 2 months ago. The consequence that his parents are still suffering is neurological issues. Under sufficient duress, their legs just go out from under them. I mean that literally. Their legs just stop working at the hip joint and they fall forward. They can move around on their wings a little bit, by which I mean they can kind of use them as crutches and drag themselves forward when that happens. And if they are removed from the stressful stimuli like instantaneously, it takes them maybe 5 to 10 minutes to get the use of their legs back. But it takes them a week to keep it. So for that, they have been retired. They are up for adoption. We hope they get adopted together. Dio is going to stay, and Rio, once he's fully vaccinated and well developed enough, will be able to go home. Right now, he is not. What you doing? What you doing, Chiffon? This is Beetle's daughter. We're pretty sure daughter. But she still lets me pet down her back. Which is an unusual thing in male birds, but females will usually let you for quite a while. Well, you're just feeling yourself, aren't you? Ginger was introduced to the loft on Thursday. And he was so excited to see girls when he got in that he immediately claimed a box, threw up his wings, and oh yeah, Farthing, no. Leave him alone. Let him sit his eggs in peace. Tuck him all the way under himself. There's 3 eggs under there. Reach the size of his head. So, if his brother-in-law doesn't get another egg, I will swap the younger of his under him. Oh, hi, Leela. Oh, there's a Farthing on my head. Hi, Farthing. I hear you trying to claim that box. Better be able to defend it if you do. Oh. That didn't sound like a good flap. Oh, she may have just been taking a bath. Okay. It's too cold for me to give them a water bath right now. So I don't want them to come in and soak the sand. On cleaning days, I'll give them a bath if a bunch of them have acted like they want one. Okay, that's what she was doing. Oh. I was very concerned. I heard the weird floppy flap and wasn't looking at her. And thought, oh no, he's made her crash. She has done that a few times when the I don't feel good leaning over posture has been mistaken by the cocks for fuck me. And she's had like between 4 and 6 dog pile on top of her and her legs just went right out. So I check on her and her husband pretty frequently. Oh, we also found out that she and Alex, though they are definitely flockmates, are not siblings. They were about a week apart in age when we got them. I can't tell if she's flirting with him or not. Normally that would be flirtatious behavior. But when she laid her egg, she treated him like a rival, and every time he'd try to join her in the box, she'd attack him like she was a cock. Oh, be careful. Be careful. That's Indica and Pookie's favorite box. They'll come after you if they feel like it. That's a pretty big if, though. They may feel like it with absolutely no warning. Aw, hi Dio. You're a lovey boy. And yep, she was definitely just bathy splashing. Oh, good. Okay. So it looks like Betty has changed the guard with his wife. That's his wife down there on the floor, the smaller of the 2 Chinese owls. I have been waiting for this because their egg is due to hatch tomorrow. But it may hatch today. Hey, Betty. Hey, Betty. Can I see? Can I me see. Oh, it's still an egg. Is it Pippin yet? Oh, it's Pippin. Wait, is it Pippin? Yes, there's the little pips. There's the little pips. There's that Peep zipping along. Okay, Betty. Not today. Thank you. That's a good boy. I can't do that with Leong on the nest because Leong is still very afraid of me. Ah, brother fight. I don't know what Farthing and Cody had to say to each other or what about. Hi, Jojo. Jojo just up there with Lexi. Hi, Dio. Oh, a shoulder boy. Hey, Lucy. Hey, good girl. Lucy's out of a sex-linked pair, so we know her sex. Only partially sex-linked pair. Her dad is blue and Carrie's brown, so her being brown meant she was a girl. These are both cocks. And I can't tell if that was Leong or... Oh, no, that was Wukong, the male Chinese owl, trying to get in the middle of that. Hard to tell if he was trying to break them up. Good luck with that. She has an egg and she's taken. Okay, so this is looking more flirtatious and less aggressive. Vito and Danica may be getting back together. Hi, Cloud. Don't you go bother him. Hi, Pookie. So we have somebody coming to visit on Monday who will hopefully take Pookie and Indica home with her. Excuse me. Oh, hi, Dio. Oh, hi, Dio. You don't need to be on my phone hand. Oh, preening your little nails. Look at you. Look at this beautiful Beep. Preening his little nails. Hey, precious. Whoa. I hear you, Nika. Oh, nope. That's Vito. Nika also does nest yells in a box, like she's a cock claiming it. So, we think Nika might be a little fluid. That's not uncommon with pigeons. We had, matter of fact, Cookie's sister Papillon expressed male until she wanted an egg filled. Oh, got too close to his wife's box. He's trying to claim that one. Birds are allowed to drink, Woo. Woo's wife is in that black box next to the water dish. Vito may be claiming that box. We'll see. He's tried to claim a couple, 2 or 3 boxes. There are a total of 36 boxes in the loft for a cap of 10 mature breeding pair. So ideally, there should be a box for every pair and enough boxes for peeps to practice on. Sherry has taken a box. Rio has taken a box. Hi, Rio. Oh, Stretchy. Oh, Stretchy Rio. Look at him go. You want to come here? You don't have to, but you can have lap time if you want it. No, he's good where he is. Of course, his big brother on my shoulder may be daunting him a little. Oh, now you're on my knee. Hi, Dio. Hi, Dio. Oh, bless you. So what you just saw there was why pigeons are considered to be soft bills. Their upper bill has a hinge in the middle that's flexible. Oh, and we have reached the 20-minute mark. So, in addition to our subscribers here on YouTube, I'd like to thank our patrons on Patreon, the friends of our business page on Facebook. Hello, Leon. And our followers on Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter for your contributions, both financial and intellectual. Seriously though, y'all, the questions that you ask me give me stuff to think about that I would never have come up with on my own. That has expanded my pigeon knowledge tremendously. Just finding out the answers to those. So, y'all are at least half responsible for my accumulation of bird knowledge that I can share with everyone. Thank you very much for that. But y'all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time I don't have adults to take pictures of. Don't know when that'll be off the top of my head.